Oh, the awkwardness of filming when your fiance is home. What's up, Rockstars? Today we're jumping right in, and I'm going to be using the BECCA Ombre Nudes eyeshadow palette, and we're using the number 2 shade as our transition. And then in the outer V and in the crease, we're using shade number 4. And to make things a little bit deeper and a little bit more dimensional, we're going to take shade number 5 and just put that right in the outer V. Not really in the crease at all, but it does kind of give that depth and illusion to the crease. Then for the lids, we're going to take the shade number 1 and just apply that all over the lid. For liner today, in my upper waterline, we're using the NARS Larger Than Life eyeliner in Via Venito. Moving on to my face, first I'm going to prime with the SmashBox primer water and a little bit of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in number 2 smoothing. I was super excited because I bought this new Urban Decay foundation, and this was the first time I was trying it out, and the coverage was just not there. I knew it was going to be a light coverage, and I thought I could maybe build it up a little bit, but this is the most it gave me, and you can barely tell that it's on my face. So I just went in with my tried and true Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Ivory. Yes, I am really that pale. This does oxidize a little bit though, so it's not like sheet paper white. And this is a medium to full coverage foundation is what it's advertised. And as you can see, one layer of this just looks so much better than the Urban Decay foundation, so I'm going to be taking that back to the store. And then for my under eyes, I'm first going to go in with my BECCA Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I'm going to lay that down and then blend it out a little bit with my little teeny tiny baby beauty blender. And then for concealer, we're going to be using my Holy Grail, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love this concealer so much. This is the greatest concealer on the market. I don't know why their foundations are not as good as this concealer. I don't know. It makes me really sad. But we're going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender, and this is the same one that I used for my face. I could use the little baby one that you saw me using previously with a corrector, but it just doesn't work. It's too small and my fingers are too chubby to get it to blend the way that I want it to with the concealer. So we use the bigger one instead. And then to set my under eyes, we're going to use the NYX HD Finishing Powder in the Banana shade. And then for the rest of my face, we are going to set it with the NYX HD Pressed Powder in the Translucent shade. I've been using these powders very frequently, and the translucent one, I'm pretty close to hitting pan. I can see the rings. So that tells you something, because I've only had these since, I believe it was Christmas. It may have been my birthday, so November or December, and for me to have gone through that much of the powder is definitely saying something. And then after that, we're going to move back to the eyes. I decided I wanted to do a little bit of liner on my lids today, which is, this technique is not something that I normally tend to do. I just sloppily lined my lids and then am using a pencil brush just to blend it out. I use the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil liner in the shade 0 for the liner. And I really liked the way that it looked. It was natural but still gave the definition that I was looking for. And then I used a little bit more of the shade number 1 from the BECCA palette just to bring that brightness back to the eye. And then moving on to brows, I'm just going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz to fill in my brows a little bit thicker than I usually do, because I took it upon myself to fix my eyebrows. I actually made them worse, so I'm trying to make them look a little bit more like they normally would with the Brow Wiz. And then to set all of that in place, I'm going to go in with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Brunette. This is what I usually use on just the day-to-day basis, and this is going to set my brows in place, and it's also going to add a little bit more color to any places that I may have forgotten with the Brow Wiz. For my mascara, I'm actually going to start off by curling my lashes. I'm just using the BuxOm mascara that I've been using recently in all of my videos. I'm just trying to use this one up because I have some mascaras that I feel like are better. This mascara is great for layering underneath false lashes, but I don't think it really does too much of anything just on its own. I did use it on its own today because, like I said, I am trying to use it up, but it is a great base mascara if you're looking for one. For contouring and bronzing today, we're going to go in with the wonderfully delicious smelling Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I use this to contour and warm up the skin, so everything was the same tone and nice and evenly blended. It makes for blending everything out a little bit easier later on. For blush, I'm using Wild Honey from BECCA. This one was from the Afterglow palette. I do have the full size, but I just had the Afterglow palette sitting in front of me and decided to just go that route. And then I just blended out my bronzer and my blush. Taking the BECCA Afterglow palette again, I'm going to use the shade Moonstone as my highlighter. And then I'm just putting some of the number 3 shade from the BECCA Ombre Nudes Palette on my lower lash line. For my lips, I'm using the ColourPop Combo Lippy Stick and Lippy Pencil in the shade Aquarius. And I am obsessed with the ColourPop Lippy Pencils, especially. The formula of these pencils compared to pretty much all of my other affordable pencils is so much better. This is the closest thing to the Urban Decay Glide On Lip Pencils that is out there, and they're $5 a piece, so definitely check them out. And after I spritz my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, this look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that link down below to stay what's up to date in my beauty corner of the world, and I'll see you in my next one. Love ya! I have foundation on one side of my face. Tell me which side I have foundation on.
That one.
This one. Can't even tell.